Hello, my name is Krista Brown and I'm a Purple Elite presenter with Unique, and this morning I want to show you a new technique that it has the most amazing coverage. It's also going to give you extra moisture, so this time of year, winter time, it's a perfect time. You don't want something overly drying on our skin. This is going to give you great coverage. It's easy to apply, and we have them in stock. So I know that you're going to love this even more than our liquid foundation, so let's give it a try. So today we're going to be using our BB Flawless. I'm using the color Bisque. So I use about a quarter size amount. I'm also taking some of our liquid concealer and I'm using the color Velour. I'm going to apply a little bit, not a whole lot. A little bit really does go a long way since it's such a concentrated product. Next, I'm going to be taking my Rosebud. This is actually clean, they do stain, but anyways, I'm taking my Rosebud, I'm taking a little bit of our Refresh Rose Water, I'm spritzing it onto my Rosebud. Why am I doing this? This is actually going to make it so that my blending bud doesn't absorb too much of the product. We don't want to have any waste. Plus, it's going to allow my foundation to set really, really well, and it's going to stay all day. So, I have my amount here. I'm going to blend it together, and then I'm just going to apply like this, and I just kind of rock it back and forth as I apply. I hope that you're seeing exactly how amazing this coverage is. And it dries so that it's not dewy, but it looks really youthful and refreshed. I have had more compliments in the last couple days when I found out this technique than I have in years. It's almost like turning back the hands of time. Now, if you were somebody who had, say, really bad rosacea or acne scars or something like this, the rosacea, I would add more of the concealer than what I did for a little bit more coverage. You don't want to add too much because, like I said, it is very, very concentrated. Just like this. And then if you have acne scars, this is a better product for you than our liquid foundation. Why? Because our liquid foundation dries to a powder, so it's liquid to powder. Anytime that you're using a matte finish with your foundation, it draws out any little crevices in our skin, any imperfections, any fine lines. And so, as amazing as our foundation is, and I love, love, love it, for everyday use, and if you're over a certain age, it actually ages you. Where this, as you can see, has amazing coverage. It's super easy to apply, and it actually gives you a more youthful look. So what I'm gonna do next, I wanna show you how I finish my makeup. So next I'm going to take Scarlet Concealer. This is our lightest color. I'm going to apply just a tiny little bit on my hand. See, it's just very, very small. The reason for that is, again, it's very concentrated. We don't need very much. Then I'm going to go underneath my eye. You always want to do this in a triangle and bring it out to the corner, just like that. And again, under your eye, just like that. See? It gives us a very youthful glow. Then down the center of my nose, kind of rock it back and forth on my forehead, and a little on my chin. Just blend that out. And if you're going for a really quick 5-minute look, you can use our bronzer many different ways. Because it's a shimmer and a matte, you can use this as your eyeshadow. You can add a little shimmer to your lips after you apply your lip stain, or you can use it for contouring, or as your blush. So today I'm actually going to do my blush and a little bit of the highlighting instead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my blush brush and I'm just going to dab in the middle, get a little bit of the matte and the shimmer at the same time. I'm going to go right down the center of my nose. Not my whole forehead, but kind of right here where the light shines. On my chin. See how we're giving definition already? A little bit on my cheeks. Just like that. And I'm going to use that as my blush today. If I was going to contour with it, I would go right in here, but I'm not. I'm actually going to use our concealer, our powder concealer for that. So this is what it looks like. This is the darkest color and it's called Fierce. Like all of our products, it's very concentrated, so you really need a very little bit on your brush. I like to press my brush together and just go in like that. See how that contours and makes it look like my face is a whole lot thinner already, and as a lady, like most of us want to look young, youthful, and fit. So it's just a nice, easy trick that we can do to create that. We don't want it too dark. We want it to look as natural as possible. If somebody comes up to you and says that you have amazing highlighting and contouring, well, I'm sorry ladies, but you did it wrong. And then I'm just gonna go up along my forehead. So again, we did along our cheekbones, in our temples, along our forehead, the sides of our nose, and then we want to make it look like we have no double chin and are a little thinner, just kind of brush a little bit underneath. So that part's finished. Now this is what I tell everybody. Even if you're not a makeup person, this is the basics. Then on top of this, I would always do my brows. It is very, very important. Brows shape your face. So I'm gonna show you. This is our medium brow liner. On one end has a spoolie. This here, you're going to brush out your brows. So I want you to watch. Look at this one, then watch what I do here. I'm just gonna brush it out. It has a very fine tip. The reason that it has a fine tip is because it wants to mimic the size of our own brow hairs, because we want to look as natural as possible. So we're just filling in. I don't believe in harsh lines. We don't want to look like we have little bug antennas. We want to look natural. And then just along the side here. And then we go back with our spoolie and brush it out. Make it all even. There we go. So I'm going to leave my other brow because I really want you to see what the difference is. Then finish with the brow gel. I'm using dark. Go back and forth, back and forth. Why? Because this has our uplift serum in it, and also our fibers, the same fibers that are used in our lashes. And it's going to help fill in any spots that we don't have any hair and make our brows look very full and finished. Then we're going to finish by just going in one direction because it is a gel. It will dry and help hold our lashes and our brows in place. So look at the difference. Look at how that finishes my face. It's very important to always have your brows. Next, I'm going to show you a lip stain, because if you're ever going to choose one thing to put on your lips, I highly recommend a lip stain. A lip stain, you can choose absolutely any color you choose because it's matching with your lips. So it's not like a lipstick where you should, if you have a line, it doesn't match. It should always blend with the inside of your lip. A lip stain is actually mimicking your lip color and enhancing it. So you can pick any color you choose. We have 7 right now available. And today, just for a very neutral 5-minute look, I'm actually going to use Shy for you. But I would be using actually Savvy if I was just doing it for fun for myself. I think Savvy is a really fun, cool, hip color. And with our lip stains, depending on how oily your lips are, it's going to last anywhere between 3 to 6 hours is what I find. If your lips are really dry, use a dry toothbrush and just kind of exfoliate your lips very gently. And then you can always layer on top with any of our liners, a lip gloss, or our lipstick, or a combination of all of those. So this is our lightest color, our most neutral color. Just like that. And you can drink your coffee and not have any marks on your cup. You can kiss your kids or your husband and not have any marks left on his face. You can eat your apple and not worry that you're eating your lip product. So like I said, 3 to 6 hours, no reapplying. For me, I don't personally like a very matte finish to my lips. So on top of that today, I'm going to add Loyal. 2 seconds. So Loyal is our lip gloss. It's a clear color. It has a little bit of sparkle in it. There. So there, that one's much more me. Now I want to show you our lashes. So I'm not going to bother doing my eyes today. I will do that after the video, but I want to show you how amazing our lashes are, and then we'll call it a day because I know this video is getting a little bit long. So our lashes come in 2 tubes. They're sold together. $35 here in Canada, $29 in the States, and then in all other markets. You would have to look that up, I'm sorry. This one is gel, and it does say on the back, so if you do not remember. And this one is our fibers, and it also says so on the back. I like to hold both in my hand at the same time and have them ready to go. We're gonna do one eye at a time. Even if I wasn't doing the video, you should always do just one eye at a time. You start with your gel, and this product is a true gel, so it's a little thicker than your typical mascara, and that is completely normal and what you want, because essentially this is your glue that's going to hold on your fibers. So we're going to start right at the base and work ourselves up. Just and you want lots. Why? Because if every lash isn't already covered with the gel, then there's nothing for the fibers to stick to. Then we come back with our fibers. I don't bother pumping any off, but as you can see, there's a little bit that would fall into my eye, so I just kind of put that back into the tube. The rest we're ready to go. Go right back at the base again. And our product is dermatologist and ophthalmologist tested and approved. So don't feel like this is anything that's gonna harm your eyes. If you do get a little bit in your eyes, it's not a problem. I've had it in my eyes plenty of times, and I'm not gonna say it feels good, but it doesn't sting or anything. It's more like when you have a little eyelash in your eye, just more annoying. There we go. Then we're gonna go back in with our gel. You can repeat as many coats as you choose, but always end with your gel. The gel is sealing in those fibers. So when we put on the fibers, that's giving us our volume, but right now we wanna make sure we go into the base and pull up, because that is going to give us our length, because it's pulling those fibers down the length of our lashes. Now, if you find that you have a spot that's a little bit clumpy, just use your lash comb and go in and separate, or like I like to use the end of your mascara wand. There we go. And then I just do gel on the bottom. I find it looks a lot more natural. So there you go. Brows, lashes, bronzer, my foundation, and a lip stain. So quick, easy, out the door, super fast. On top of that, if I was going to pick an eyeshadow where I was trying to be super fast as a mom, just trying to get the kids out the door, I would choose one of our Splurge cream shadows. These are extremely easy to apply. You can't go wrong. You can layer them with any of our powders for a beautiful evening look. You can apply them light or super concentrated for either a light sparkle or a super sparkly look. They can also be used on all age demographics, and they don't settle in fine lines, and it doesn't gather in the crease either. So highly recommend our Splurge. So anyways, have a fabulous day. If you already have a presenter, I highly encourage you to contact her today about any of the products that I just showed you. If you do not have a presenter, I would love to be your presenter, and you can find me at uniqueproducts.com/Krista Brown. Talk to you later. Bye.